Today we will make a video on how to set up employees using the Byte software for sewing facility. First, open up Byte file, sign on, and they should take you to a window here where you have like 4 files that we actually have in the system. Our focus today will be on the piecework production file. Click that and you'll be prompted all these options. You will want to go to setup. After you double click setup, come down to employee gross and click on that. Here you'll be prompted a window, employee gross. This is where you can add employees to your company. Under records, if you click on that, if you click on new, it's going to give you a new entry for employees, or you have the option to click this one as well. We're going to use this one right now. Here you're given an add window, add employee, and under here number, if you can enter the employee's number that you can assign to them. If you push F1, it will give you a little bit of instruction, a little bit of help here that can explain this field. Okay, so right now I'm going to make a new employee. Click OK. Here in the prefix, your choice, you can leave this blank if you like. And fill in the names. Middle if they have one, junior, senior, these optional. Next, go down to the date hire. Today we're going to use today's date for 9/9. Now if they were hired prior to this, before this, you can also double click on the window, click on it, and it'll give you a calendar. You can select a date if you like. We'll just go with 9/6 then. Next, come down to the plant, click on that. Here, this is I've set this up for it's basically a location. If you have multiple facility, you can choose from here. Right now we only have one facility for this, so choose Mombasa. Next, we want to put them in a department. I've set up a department file here. Department means basically production manager or production executives. Okay, these production executives can have multiple lines that they're overseeing, so they can have multiple supervisors. Today I'm going to put this employee under PAW. And then next is shift. Shifts are, I've set this up for example. This regular employees means this shift is being calculated on a weekly basis. I've also set up options to be paid or calculated on a bi-weekly basis and monthly as well. For this employee, we're going to use regular employees. So this calculation will be on a weekly basis. After that, click OK, and you'll see whatever you had entered right here. You want to duplicate what you just done on this next. Now you don't have to use this. You can also, if you know, you can also use the number key. Okay. Next, go over here to badge and ID. This is if you have a badge system. If you want to enter the employee's badge number or an ID number, you can do so here. Okay. In the US, we use Social Security numbers, so you would have to enter an employee's Social Security number here. And go down to address and use a tab, or you can just click on the address, enter their address, phone number if you like. Gender, male or female. In this case, this is male. And the marital status, you can choose from these 4 options: single, divorced, widow, or free union. Ethnicity, I've set up a few up here you can choose from. And here, since this is a new employee, here automatically it will show active, and the status is active. If they're terminated, you're gonna have to change this field. As you can see here, the date hire is already set. So this page, you're basically done. Next, you come over here to the offer hours. This is optional. If you want to enter it, you can enter it. This is like the hours you're offering per week as regular hours. So you don't have to later on enter them manually. Here is based on a weekly basis. Remember, we chose that regular employees. It gives them 7 days. In this calendar cycle, I've set up Sunday as the beginning of the week. So if your start week is on a Monday, you want to come down to number 2 and double click it, and you enter the off hours. Now in Mombasa, the offer hours, meaning regular hours without overtime, is 45 hours a week. This means they're working 5.5 days. Anything over 45 hours, automatically I set up overtime to be calculated. So, and number 7 would be 5 hours offered. Keep in mind, offer hours is different from hours worked. Now later on we can go into that. After that, you want to double check it, see if everything's okay. You don't have to be concerned with all these other tabs here. It will be it'll come up automatically once we generate tickets and all that. So basically you're done. You're done. After this, you save it, and if you have another employee to set up, you can also start up a new one. Okay, so this is basically how to set up the employees for the Byte software.